I don't watch that many movies. I read more books than I watch movies, and which I think is better if you want to make films because then you're acting from your own impulses and you're testing things and you're getting learned experience versus trying to watching a bunch of movies, getting a bunch of ways to do things in your head, and then like as you're shooting, you're just like thinking about all those things, and then you're not. It's not really your own ideas.
Yeah, you get to use your imagination more to that way, which is really the fuel for filmmaking more than other people's films.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's I think it's still an untapped art, and I think with like how cheap everything's getting, like my iPhone, I can't find it right now. My iPhone is 10 times better than the stuff that Stanley Kubrick was using. 10 times better. My my like the stuff behind me, like the mic and stuff like that. Like anybody right now can spend $500 and get a studio quality setup, right? That you can because again, gear doesn't matter that much really at all. It matters for like if you want to do, I want to do very specific creative thing that I've mapped out, and there's like 3 steps to actually do it. Okay, gear matters, but for most people, telling a story, gear does not matter. You can make a film, you can make a story with your iPhone with no audio equipment, with no lighting equipment, whatever, and people will love it. People will love it. And so I just think, yeah, I think that there's going to be a quiet revolution of filmmaking in the next 20 years.
I'd say it's from my perception of it, and I'm curious what you think of this. In a way, it's happening, but it's happening in these short form videos in these platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, in these 7 second stories that are capturing significantly more attention than movies than the
Mhm.
industrial film system, which was probably that was the primary medium when we were growing up. It was like TV and movies, and now it's shifted to these like really short vertical videos. Like they're most of them are just kind of I'd say 99% of them are, are I don't know what you'd call them. I don't want to say valueless, but there's not much really there. But there are some of them
They're
that are just like really
content.
amazing.
They're
Yes.
content. They're not art.
So what's the difference
And
between content and art?
I think for me, this is kind of crude and you could probably pick at it, but generalized, heuristic. Content is something you do to make money for other people. Art is something you do to make satisfaction and money for yourself. Um, which is why there's always been that struggle for me because I'm a very like I just want to make my art. I want to make my thing,
Yeah.
and I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to like bend to the will of the masses or whatever. But it's what you got to do. I do think short form is going to be important, but I don't think it's going to take over film. I don't think that the drive for watching a 6 part miniseries or a 2 hour movie is going away. I just don't think that. Um, and I think that like no matter how much short form content you watch, like people you go on YouTube, right? There's hour videos. People watch the whole thing. They love it. They just love stories, and they love like new information. They love revelation, and they love good production quality. They love seeing what other people love. And so I think if you can do that, then yeah, like there's definitely short form is fantastic for the marketing of that, definitely. Like you, you cannot market by sharing a 2 hour movie and be like watch it. Is there a preview? No. Is there clips? No, just watch it. It's like it's not gonna work that, but if you have clips of it, if you have trailers going out, boom boom, you're spamming that, you have a good social media strategy on top of that, you are pumping out you're actually making behind the scenes content yet again. You're pumping that out. You're behind the scenes docs. You're posting your production process on Twitter, on Instagram, and whatnot. You're showing behind the scenes what there. You're building up a following for the film and yourself, and you're building a story. But you're showing the meta story, right? The story of the story, and so I think that's going to be what's most important. That's where short form content is going to come into play.
And for anyone listening, this strategy, these principles that you're talking about are applicable for marketing anything on the internet these days. It doesn't have to be a film that you're making. It could be a business that you're starting. It can be basically anything. Showing the story behind the story, and these little bite-sized pieces are a great way to market pretty much any enterprise.